I'm gonna show you small details basically. Not gonna show you a complete process how I'm doing and whatever, because basically you can find another videos on the internet more on details and probably more professional than me. But anyway, just quick stuff. When I cleaned this head, I polished my valves, so they're pretty much completely clean and polished. To polish, basically, I used few products. I'm gonna show you in a moment. Pretty much, yeah, this one. So I used this. It's work. It's more. This product is good for aluminum because it doesn't oxidize. So it's work pretty awesome, I can say. And for metal, I use more industrial stuff like this. But this one you can't use for aluminum because it's gonna rust pretty quickly. So I don't suggest you, especially when you're working on a head and you're doing like a walls on cylinder walls or something. If you clean some and like if there's something fall from, if this product fall to the walls, it might oxidize pretty quickly. So I don't suggest you to use this one for aluminum. But for valves, work very awesome. Pretty much keep in like in small basket for like all valves basically, for maybe like a day and a half, maybe even 2 days. And while they're staying in a basket with this product, I just clean them a little bit, just to remove as much as possible, because there is a lot I'm gonna show you on my probably second head how much like a stuff burn oil on it, and especially like exhaust valves, those one, there's a smaller one, they're pretty much completely burned. Oil is burned completely, so it's like it's stuck and it's like it becomes like a rock. So first, for sure, I use this. Then this not gonna eliminate 100%, so you're still gonna need to do other processes. So second process is to use grinding machine like this, with kind of something like this, like just a wire brush wheel. Work very well. It's gonna eliminate all oil, burn oil, especially on exhaust valves. I can say that intake, you almost have enough just with this one, because oil is pretty easy to remove. But for exhaust, for sure, you need more wheel brush. So yeah, so as soon as you clean with wheel brush, next step I was doing, it was using basically polished disc like this. It's just like stuff like this, and I used some product like this. I'm gonna show you. Pretty much like to clean all kind of polish aluminum, like a brush, whatever, like it's work very well. It's kind of like a stick like this that you first of all you use on your polish disc, and then you're starting to polish. It's gonna eliminate completely pretty much everything. Work very well. Another detail is that when you're gonna polish this section, let me just like this section, it's gonna be polished completely too. But you need to, that's gonna be next step. You need to use this compound, kind of, it's valve grinding compound. So pretty much what you're doing, you put around your seats here. Also I pass it with, I got some stuff like this too to polish. So I polish pretty much inside here, I got another one that around around here, so kind of some stuff like this too. So I polish all around here just to make sure that everything is more clean and like it's gonna be more it's gonna eliminate completely the oil that been stuck, especially like those that just like give you the color. Next step is to use this compound. It's a grinding valve compound kind of. So you put around your seats here. You put your valve back, and from other side, because on N63 is a little bit pain in the ass to do it. Like just with drill, it doesn't work. Some people do what they're doing. They put electrical tape around and they put drill and they're starting to use the drill. In N63 it doesn't work because you don't have enough space for to put the drill. I use it some small plastic holes like this. It's still big for me, so I use it like kind of tie it up inside just to give me like a little bit more tight space. If not, you're gonna find some holes like this exactly for valves, like a valve size kind of diameter for valve, and it's gonna be perfect to use, really easy. So from other side you use drill for sure, and what you're doing basically you just put it inside and you're starting to turn. So it's gonna grind your seat here, like I'm gonna show you. It's gonna grind your seat here and it's gonna grind that section. I'm gonna show you. It's gonna grind that this stuff here. So it's gonna eliminate your polishing side kind of, and it's gonna be like kind of like a matte. So that's gonna be perfect. It's mean that like it's been sit pretty well inside of this seat kind of. So like this, you just follow the line to make sure that the line is perfectly everywhere. There's no like a still polish sides that like a skip or something. That's mean that like there's something wrong. So you need to grind complete till the point that it's all like at least some section here it's completely full of matte color kind of. So yeah, so that's second part. Another way to give you some ideas, it's about valves brush kind of, I don't know how to say this, but those cups here. Be careful when you clean your head. There is a lot of stuff still stuck inside of this kind of like a hoses kind of for valves. And when you cleaning your when you grinding your seats, you put your valve inside, and what's happened, it might damage a little bit here, because still some kind of stuff like rocks like or whatever, like some debris like left from when you was cleaning the heads or something, so it's gonna scratch your valves. So I suggest you to redone polish after you grinding, redone steel polish with your polish wheel, to at least eliminate as much as possible, and make sure that you, before you doing this grinding or whatever, or you put it back, clean as much as possible inside, because to make sure you're not gonna scratch your valves, especially when you use those stupid valve caps. They're easy to damage and everything, and then oil start to leak again, and you don't need this anymore, especially like when you're doing this job already to eliminate the oil leaks. What else? Yeah, and when you grinding your seats and you put your valve back, put some oil here before using with drill, just to make sure that like it's slight easy, and it's not gonna scratch as much as without oil basically. Yeah, also valves, you already know this, that like they're supposed to go to the same spots where you took them. So in my case, I just done some stuff like this, so I know that like in my head intake is there, exhaust is here, so I put them on by order, so it's more easy for to remember which valve is going where. So yeah, so that's the stuff. That's another detail on heads. Gonna do another one, and yeah, and then it's gonna be time to assemble back everything. For what else? For springs, I don't see any points to, like, for sure the springs too, like just in my case, I put them back to the same, to make sure that I use them to the same spot where I took them. I try to polish one just to give me a little bit details if it's gonna be, if I need to polish them or something, but I don't see the point, because the amount of time you're gonna waste, it's not worth it actually. So just to clean them maybe in the same product that I show you, industrial cleaner, because this is like kind of steel, so it's not gonna do anything. But yeah, so maybe clean just from oil, but for the rest it's gonna be all good. So yeah, that's some more details. Also, yeah, true, before I forget, your injector seats, those one I suggest you to clean them too, before you put your heads back, to make sure that if there's like something left, it's not gonna go to your cylinder rooms, but it's gonna go outside actually, so it's more easy to work around here. So to clean them, I use kind of like a stick like this. It's like a metal brush kind of, work very well. It's have like enough space, and it's clean actually very well, because a lot of oil was I found inside, like a burn oil, and then that's been stuck, and I wasn't able to remove with just brake cleaner or whatever. So I use this. It's worked very well, especially that on injectors. If you know, by injector there is a kind of there's this gasket that you need to replace, and to make sure that like everything sit properly, you better to clean this wall, this seat for injector. For spark plugs, for sparks basically, I don't know if you need to clean anything. I still pass it with this same brush just to make sure I eliminate as much as possible of stuff, but they've been okay, kind of. Like there's still threads that like it's really hard to eliminate some stuff. So anyway, just pass it a little bit and that's it. For to eliminate, yeah, I'll give you some more details, especially for this side. To eliminate, because a lot of oil gonna be stuck inside of those walls all around, and it's same burn oil, not burn as on the valves, but still kind of I wasn't able to remove just with basic brush and some industrial product. Didn't work as much. Like it's eliminate most of it, but still there's like some stuff left. So I use, in that case, I use some brush like this on same on drill. Work very well. It's fit inside and eliminate most of it, like pretty much 99%. So yeah, so that's the stuff. So if you need to clean something or whatever, you have some idea what to do and how to clean. Everything is money basically. Yeah, some pretty much like a disc, this disc, some stuff like this is already like $100, like a polish compounds, like. So yeah, it's like it's accumulate pretty quickly, but yeah, if you're doing it by yourself, maybe it's worth it. But if like you're new and like you're not sure, I suggest you just to give to some companies who gonna do it for you, because by money and your time, it's not worth it. It's a lot of hours to clean. I can say just for one head, it's probably, I can say easily, I spent it already maybe like 5-6 hours just on one head. So yeah, so it's a lot of job, and yeah, for sure, like in my case, I know that like everything gonna be done as I want, but yeah, it's still a lot of time and money, especially like every time you need to buy some new tools, or new products that like you're gonna use only once, because it's gonna be finished after. So yeah, so that's why sometimes to give to the company for rebuild, it might be worth it if you don't want to lose your time. Yeah, if you're doing for fun, yeah, it's for sure it's a pleasure in case of learning something or whatever. In my case, I'm doing this well, especially like a kind of job like this first time. So yeah, so but like also have had some other experience from other engines and everything. So yeah, so that's the stuff. For a head, because if you're gonna remove head gasket, you're gonna see there is a lot of stuff gonna stay stuck on head from head gasket. Some kind of like a plastic stuff from like a paint. So in my case, I eliminate with basically with kind of stuff like this. Some people gonna say it's ridiculous because you're not supposed to use this, but it's depend how you use, how you push it and everything. So it's work very well, but you don't need to force it crazy, and you need to go really slowly on all surface to make sure that you're not gonna damage. You're not supposed to scratch it. There's not supposed to be any scratch from the blade. It's supposed to be really smooth, and it's gonna eliminate just the paint. Work well, but for sure it's more dangerous in case of to make some scratches on your head. Also, I done a little bit polish. You still see some details, imperfections here, but that's pretty much, you don't feel it. It's already inside, and like I'm gonna leave it like this. I don't wanna give head to machine shop to redone and everything. Especially like in my case, I know that like there was no problems with head gasket, so I don't see the point to redone. This, like how I say, like I already tried to polish. It's remove a little bit more, but you don't feel it at all. So I'm gonna to put it back as is, and that's it. Especially how I say, I done same job on Mini Cooper, and was same situation. And after a new gasket, nothing was wrong. Everything was running perfectly. So yeah, so that's my situation. Now I'm gonna put it everything back, install new valve caps, and yeah, that's the stuff.